Hey,
What's up, fellas?
what's going on?
No intro tonight. No intro tonight.
No
I
intro
guess.
tonight. This is the captain's meeting for our first event on November 5th at Fellsmere and Stickmarsh. The time has come.
Too much excitement for that prelude with the video.
I mean, you guys want me to do it? I can do it still.
No, we'll do it on the outro.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I like that.
Where we got 14 comments coming on already.
Yeah, we got Scott Gibbons, Amy Brown on YouTube, and Facebook user says, "What up, guys?"
Amy Brown, congratulations on the biggin you got out there last weekend. That's awesome.
Yeah, you said it was her PB, right?
Yeah.
Congrats.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah.
They're
Thank
only
you
gonna
guys
get
that
bigger.
were out there showing them up or showing her some of those, showing her some love. So we appreciate that. I think it was Chris Mitchell and Nathaniel Holly was out there with her last weekend. So
Nice.
I couldn't make it. My Jeep was giving me some issues, but yeah, it was good. So
Speaking of the Jeep, what happened to the Jeep?
I don't have the Jeep no more. I'm coming to you live from another area.
Oh, what's the truck?
Ronald.
No,
It's Ronald.
Yeah, it's Ronald.
I thought you were gonna name it like Rambo or something cool.
Hey, so real quick, guys, as we get started, this captain meetings, our goal is not to make it super long, but we're here to kind of give you guys some of the rundown on some of the rules, the Fishing Chaos platform, and kind of answer some of the questions that you guys may have. But what we need from you guys real quick is to drop your name in the comment section so we can make sure that you guys have attended the meeting. I know we have some of your names on here already, but some of you guys have Facebook users assigned to your name, so we can't see who that is.
I'm gonna read off I'm gonna go down through the names and just let me know. Let's see.
Yeah, if you want to write them down, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna go down through. Let's see, roster. We got Amy Brown on here. Is Mitchell on here?
Yeah.
Bailey's, he's here.
Yep.
I saw Christopher Arazi. Is Chris Parker on?
Yeah.
Is he on?
Let me see. Yes, he is.
All right. Clayton Rexhatch. I don't want to mess that up. You're gonna have to come and tell me how to pronounce your name. Is Conrad on here?
Clay Reach.
Yeah, it's Rexach. Wasn't it a misspelling on Fishing Chaos? I think it was. So, Conrad, is he on here?
Not yet.
Mr. Benetti, Craig Krembliss.
It'd probably be easier if we go in after.
Yeah, we'll go in after.
Everybody write your name, even if it shows on your page. Just write your name, and we'll go down and watch it, because some say Facebook user, some
have your abbreviated name, Facebook name.
Ken the Wiz, he's on YouTube. Just write your name.
Yeah.
Florida Strange, Sean Woodman, like that. Woodham.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But we're sitting at 42 right now. I don't know how many.
42 anglers are signed up. This is going to be a good event. Yeah, definitely. I know we have Nathaniel Holly that said he was going to sign up tomorrow for payday, so that'll be good. I know he's been putting in some work out there. So I know that feeling. So
we'll give him like a minute.
Yeah,
another minute to hop on and
how's everybody doing so far? Y'all excited about the event coming up on the 5th?
I'll tell you what, I wish I was going.
Yeah, I know you're missing out, man. It's going to be a good event. Good first event.
Logan Ignace, I'm not signed up yet. I'm a notorious procrastinator. Awesome.
We all procrastinate.
Tim Casales, what's up, buddy? Buzz Burline.
What's going on, Buzz?
He's just buzzing around. Chris, you got a new truck? I got a new yak. Ooh. Robert Phillips, what'd you get?
I know what Robert Phillips got. He probably got a Hobie is it a Van Hunks? We were talking about it the other day. So
Hey, what are you doing?
I don't know what kayak I'm going to take this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to take the Bonafide or the Old Town. I haven't
Stop
decided
by my
yet.
house. You can take the PA-14.
I'll take your PA if you let me use it. I'll use it.
Come here.
So I know there was an angler that reached out to me on Facebook about a catch board. Drop your name in the comments, or I know his friend reached out to me. I brought that extra catch board with me for you. I didn't forget. I have to go. I have gotten so many Facebook messages over the past couple weeks. I'll have to search through my messages. So if that's you that was requesting to borrow my my catch board, I will be at the Stick Marsh boat launch, and I have that for you. And if you have extras, by all means, bring them just in case one of the anglers forgets it, or just God forbid something happens. Have some extras.
Yeah, I told Roberto he can have one of mine. So I don't know if Roberto hit me up. We already talked.
Roberto,
yeah, he hit me up too. I told him I have one.
Yeah, I'll give him mine. I got that extra 26-inch sitting in the garage that I'll have.
Yeah, I got a couple extra too. So
I got 3.
And just to give you guys a quick heads up, I do have the stickers. Again, you guys, each member will get 2 bump board stickers. They're like they're smaller ones that fit on the end of your bump board. And we'll give you guys a large decal as well, club decal, as well as your identifier card. What I'm going to do tomorrow night, is I'm actually going to write the identifier code to our first event on the cards for you guys. When you get them in the morning from me or Sean, they will already have the identifier on them. So you're not having to run around trying to find a Sharpie or a marker. God forbid if something happens, make sure you have a marker or a Sharpie on standby. They do float. They were trial and tested by Todd, so they do float. But yes,
bring a Sharpie.
Bring a Sharpie.
Don't do a dry erase marker. Do a Sharpie.
Bring a Sharpie, and then just to take it off. You have a dry erase marker. You just go over the Sharpie, and it'll come right off.
Mac wants to tell you that he's here too. He's gonna go fish a tournament.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah.
Hey, if you let me use your PA, I'll take dog.
Oh no, dude, he's wild.
All right, you guys.
Right. You guys ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay, yep. So I'll go ahead and kick this off real quick. First off, we're excited that the events come. We've put a lot of time, effort, and energy into this event, right? So Ryan, myself, Sean, and the other Chris, we've really put in a lot of effort in making sure that we provide a really good experience for you guys. So on Saturday, the first thing that I kind of want to reiterate is let's go out there and have fun. First and foremost, let's go out there. Most of us are friends. We know one another, but at the end of the day, we're out here. It is competition, and there is money on the line. But don't do anything to disrespect yourself or disrespect others while you're out there on the water. Have some sportsmanship, create some friendships, and let's have fun. So at the end of the day, there's no drama, right? We want to make sure everyone's fishing in an environment, in a club that they want to come out to and they look forward to coming out and competing with. And that's what you're going to get from us. You're going to see some smiles, some laughs, and we're going to joke around and have some fun, and hopefully catch some big fish. I know both of these bodies of water have been producing some pretty good quality bass in the past couple weeks. So that's good news. That means that it's going to be a fun competition. Myself, Ryan, and Sean, we've come up. We've kind of talked about what we thought the winning number was going to be for this specific event. If you guys want to drop it in the comments, what you guys think it's going to take to get first place, we'd love to know that. We'll drop ours in there too. I think I said mine was going to be 97 inches.
What I say, like 90? I forgot.
107.
I'm going to go with 103.
So yeah. I think 97 is going to take it, or someone's going to get a kicker 23 and almost 24-inch bass.
Sherman said 106.
He must know something we don't know.
I think 107. I'm sticking with my number 107.
Really?
Yeah.
102.96. What is this?
It's gonna be in the 3-digit range.
I sure hope so. That means we're gonna have some fun. So real quick though, you guys keep dropping in the comments what you guys think it's gonna take to win. I'm gonna kind of go over some of the fishing chaos.
210.
What happened?
Mitchell said 210.
This isn't the KFL, Mitchell. It's not the KFL.
So real quick, I'm going to go over some of the fishing chaos stuff that we got, some of the basics that we want to make sure you guys understand. So fishing chaos, right now we have 42 anglers that are signed up to fish this event. I will go ahead and I want to see how many tickets we got sold for Big Bass. I'll let you know. So right now we have 33 folks who are signed up for Big Bass. Remember how that works. $5 of that will go towards this event, and then $5 is going to be put away in a side pot that is going to be given away at the our last event for the overall lunker of the trail for all 7 stops. So we're going to keep a Big Bass, our lunker tracker. Every live we go, we'll update you guys on what that pot is. And yeah, we got 42 members signed up, and 33 of those have bought into the Big Bass. So that's going to be good as well. But I'm going to go over a little bit further. I don't know if you guys noticed this or it gave y'all an update. We changed the tournament start time. So with this specific body of water, and this goes for Stick Marsh and Fellsmere, you guys, tournament start is going to be 7:05.
Lines in 7.
Lines in 7:05.
Yes.
Launch
Lines in is going to be 7:05, and your launch, which means when I say launch, we mean you can be underway, is going to be an hour before that. So it's going to be 6:05.
No, it's going to be 6:35.
6:35. I'm sorry.
6:35 launch. Lines in 30 minutes later at 7:05 a.m. Just because sunrise is at 7:35 this Saturday, yes. So hour prior to sunrise.
Yes, and then your tournament end is going to be 3:35. That all your fish. Again, we're going to give you guys a grace period as for submitting that fish or submitting your catches. But just if you have issues with reception or whatnot, up to an hour after lines out, you will be able to submit your fish on the Fishing Chaos app. Again, we can tell if you caught a fish at 3:36. So if you're asking why a fish got DQ'd, we're able to look in on that photo and tell exactly when that picture was taken. So the picture has to be taken before 3:35. Okay. Our meetup spot, there's not a necessary there. We're not going to meet up in the beginning, in the morning. But at the end, once you guys get your stuff, put up, brought back to the truck or your trailers or however it's going to go, we're going to be set up at the, Stick Marsh boat ramp. And that's where we're going to do the, presentation of the awards. So the winners are going to, the top 3 are going to be given checks, big paper checks, that are first, second, and third. And we'd like to sit back or take some pictures of you guys so we can post it on our social media platforms so that we can get some of our sponsors highlighted in this as well. We might ask you a few questions, and we'll probably going to bring you on our live on the following week to kind of see like what was the winning.
We could also do a StreamYard tomorrow. Saturday afternoon if y'all want to do that.
Yeah, if we want to go live,
it up and we can go live.
Yeah, we could definitely do that just for the award presentation. Again, we want to highlight what you guys are doing, the accomplishments. Obviously, right now, we're gonna post. I don't want to tell you guys right now, but the pot's looking pretty good for first place right now, first, second, and third with 42 anglers. It's looking really good, and we're gonna post tomorrow night after registration closes what Big Bass is going to pay out, what first, second, and third is going to be paying out as well, so you guys will know what's at stake. Again, just a disclaimer for Fishing Chaos. Make sure you guys have updated your Fishing Chaos app. It's huge. I say this because, again, I don't know if you guys have watched the KBF members only page. A lot of people are getting their fish DQ'd when they're submitting it because the new update that Fishing Chaos just ran resets your
your location.
So make sure you go in and check your location setting and make sure that it is on whenever you're using the app, or you can keep it to where it says always on. So yes. Does Fishing Chaos have a check-in? Yes, your check-in and check-out feature is going to be enabled. Make sure that you guys are checking in on Fishing Chaos and checking off whenever you guys are getting on and off the water. Again, that's a safety feature that we're going to be using to make sure that we are able to find out if there's anyone else left out there that might need a hand if a battery died or something. If you guys are stranded, that'll give us an ability to say, hey, we're missing 2 or 3 folks. And we'll start that to figure out where you're at. We'll start calling or seeing if anyone has seen you while you're out on the water. As of right now, we got a couple questions. There's one, where is it 10%? So right now we're going to do, for this event, it is your top 3. Robert Phillips, it's going to be your first, second, and third place, and your big bass is going to be how this tournament is ran. And then there's
what's the earliest we can check in?
So check-in time is going to be, I can set it up so we can do it whenever you get underway. Like, you need to hit the check-in button as you are, like, before you depart land. When you're underway, you need to be checked in on the water. Same thing. Once you get back to the boat ramp, hit check off.
We'll make sure it's set up to where you can check in before even as we're sitting there waiting for launch time.
Yeah.
So
it'll be set up to check in around the 6 o'clock mark. I'll hit it to where you guys can check in at 6 o'clock.
That's good. Tyler Knopfel said, I am a scorecard talk. What time will they be?
The identifier tags were myself and Chris Bailey are going to be at both locations, handing out the identifier tags. So I'll be at the boat ramp.
I don't know if he's talking about the code. The code's going to be put out Friday night.
So you guys don't have the tags, so we're going to give you all the identifier tags the morning of the tournament. Myself and Bailey will have them. And they already have the code. They're already going to have the code written on them for this first event, and you guys are going to keep those. Right? I think we're giving you 2 apiece.
No, we're doing them 1.
We're doing 1.
One.
I'm sorry, 1 apiece.
Yeah, we were going to do 2 if we did eliminated ones, but we had them made, the cards. So there they are right there.
So we'll hand all those out. Myself and Bailey will input the code for you Friday night because we're staying in the same hotel. And we'll hand those out to you guys the morning of, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, so these are going to be the identifier cards. I'm going to put the code in one of them. So if you guys want to put them in others, you're more than welcome to. But yes, we'll have these for you. Those are your 2 locations. You're going to see me. You're going to see me. I'm a tall, goofy looking dude with I'll have a Florida Kayak Bass fishing hoodie on and or fishing jersey. And you'll see me. I'll be walking around. I'll have these up. Just make sure when you get them, don't lose them. We do have.
They do float.
We do have extras. They do float, and we'll have extras, and we'll.
Yeah, we'll go over to launch locations here in a minute.
Yeah.
Nathaniel Holly, do these fly for the KBF monthly? No, KBF has their own.
Yes.
And
so just make sure you get your own for KBF.
Tim, the cards do not fit in the 20 tag holder. So these cards are about the same size as the 10 tag.
Yes. And what I did, guys, is I drilled a hole, or I punched, actually it's over here. I punched a hole right here, and I have mine attached to a lanyard that you can punch a hole and it's fine. Like a little hole puncher, and a lanyard can fit in here. This is just like a thick, like styrofoam essentially. It floats, and they're good. They're good quality for you guys. If for some reason they're not, or something happens to them and it's not working out, we'll find a different route to go. But right now we're going to use these as our official identifier card for the foreseeable future. If you guys lose it or you need a new one, just let us know. We're selling them for like $2 for one. So if you miss one, right now we want to make sure that we have enough for all the anglers. So all the members are going to get one. So as we have members, we're not giving away 2 right now because we're having more members sign up every day. We want to make sure that at least every member gets one first, and then we'll be able to send out a link if you guys want to purchase more.
I'm gonna clarify some things real quick, just to make it super simple. So you guys can move your kayaks, like if you're going to the kayak launch on Fellsmere, you can cart your kayaks down the hill, stage them by the water. We're not going to leave the bank until 6:35. If you're at the boat ramp, you can put your kayak in the water and pull it up on the bank, and you can leave the bank at 6:35. Same for Stick Marsh. You can put your kayak in the water, pull it up on the bank, wherever off to the side. You can get in your kayak at 6:35 and go. That's going to be the launch time. And we're going to give you 30 minutes to travel to your first spots. And then you can lines in at 7:05. Really, the only 2 time changes this year is going to be this event and Tenor Rock when we get there later. That's the only 2 time adjustments. The rest of the year, it's going to be, I believe it's 6:30 to 1500 or 3 p.m. So 8.5 hours of fishing time. So this is the only 2, this event, and like I said, Tenor Rock is the only 2 that are going to be adjusted a little bit.
And that time change is not because of us. That's the rule at Fellsmere. You can't launch your boat, even if you're in a bass boat or a kayak, an hour before sunrise. So that's I know I believe Stick Marsh you can launch earlier, but because we're fishing Fellsmere and Stick Marsh both, we're going to keep the launch time the same for both bodies of water, just so it's fair across the board.
Yeah. And Tyler, Sean is going to pull up the map. He will circle the 2 launch spots. He'll show you where I'm going to be stationed at, and where he's going to be stationed at. So you guys can grab these identifier cards as well. Those are going to be our locations until everyone's launched. I'll launch after I see everyone in my area gone.
And Daniel Carlin said the access road between Headwaters and Stick Marsh, how far down can we walk our yaks, and can we cross that between the 2 bodies of water during the day?
Once I pull up the map, we'll talk about boundaries and where you.
I don't think we're supposed to cross the levee, but
it's pretty steep and rocky.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be kind of tough.
So let's see. Before
Tyler wants to know, is there any boundaries?
Yeah. I'll talk it here in a minute. We already talked link up locations in the morning. Like I said, me and Bailey are going to be at each location. Post tournament meetup, Bailey already covered that.
Yeah, post tournament meetup is, and you can show them the location, Sean, whenever you go on the.
Got it. Hold on, I'll go ahead and pull it up. Let's see.
Yeah, just pull it up and I'll put it on the screen for you.
Where is it?
In my bag.
Is he gonna reach?
Yeah.
It's in his bag.
All right,
hold on. Let me pull it up. There you go.
All right, so I know I posted this earlier, but where I put that yellow line, this canal at the north end of Fellsmere, right off to the left side of the road as you're driving up to the Stick Marsh boat ramp / kayak launch. that canal is going to be off limits. I think that's pretty clear. All right.
It's usually choked out, so I don't even know if you could fish it.
All right. Let me zoom in. That's the Headwaters boat ramp that I have a yellow line through. You can launch there. Obviously, you can't pull into the parking lot. I think it opens up 1 hour prior to sunrise, so don't pull in the parking lot too early because I believe they still have the post with the camera on it that'll snap your license plate if you pull in the parking lot too early. If you guys follow the Headwaters page, it's pretty clear that there's a parking issue. We're getting to that time of the year where all the snowbirds start coming down, and it's already started if you follow the Headwaters page. So make sure you park
everywhere.
Park correct, and don't be that guy that makes everybody else mad in the parking lot. If that parking lot's full, because there's probably going to be a lot of people in line right there. There's an overflow parking lot off to the right side of the road up here somewhere. It's identified, clearly marked overflow parking on the north side of the road. So if for whatever reason you can't park down in this main parking lot, there's overflow on the other side. And don't park in the grass there. Again, I encourage you guys to go on Headwaters Facebook page, and they pretty clearly, I think they pinned all the rules to the parking. Don't park in the grass because technically that's private property being allowed used by the local. So I think that's pretty clear. Now we'll go down here.
Yeah, real quick. Nathaniel Hawley, he had a good point. That you'll have a bad day if you park in a trailer spot with no trailer. So if you don't have a trailer, don't park in a trailer spot. And if you're going to park in that parking lot, you have to stay in line with all the bass boats. If you're going to Stick Marsh or the kayak launch, you don't have to wait if there's a line. You just go by them, go down to that parking lot, and you can park.
Where I've placed that yellow line, that's the kayak launch site. Obviously, you guys saw on the members only page that there's a little bit of blockage there. I think Chris Mitchell said you can paddle around it, or you can go down. I think it's about 200 yards, and you can launch down in there. Just be careful because it's usually pretty wet. I don't know if it's been raining up there a lot or not, but there's going to be, we all help each other out. So if you need any assistance getting your kayak down to the kayak launch, because sometimes it can be painful, there's going to be plenty of people out there to help you. I'll help you out. The Stick Marsh boat ramp is right at the left side of that yellow line. That's the boat ramp to go in the Stick Marsh. Now,
that's where I'm going to be located with the ID cards.
And just, if you can, just drop it down and let me know how many people are going to be at the boat ramp for Headwaters. And if there's going to be nobody there, I'll just move up to the main parking lot at Stick Marsh. But you can see anything inside the levees of Fellsmere is fair game.
Mm-hmm.
This north-south canal,
out of
you can't fish in the south canal.
It's only navigable water.
Navigable water, yes. And if I mess any of that up, by all means correct me. But that south canal, do not fish in there. You can fish all that water off to the east, the pits, all the way down in the south end of Fellsmere, all the way down in the Egan, I believe is the proper name, all the way down south. Obviously, you can't get in these canals outside the levee. Those are all going to be out of play. Is that clear enough for everybody for Fellsmere specifically? I know there was some questions on whether this area up on the north end of Stick Marsh is open to fish. Yes, it is, because you can, once you launch in here, launch at the Stick Marsh boat ramp, you can kind of turn right and get back in there. That's all fair game. I think the last time we were in there, it was kind of choked out on one end, but but that's all fair game. This canal that runs all the way along the west side, that's out of play. If I can get it to mark. That canal that goes along the west side of Stickmarsh and runs along the south from west to east, that's out of play. Anything inside Stickmarsh and Farm 13 is fair game. Let's see. Is there any questions in regards to the boundaries of Fellsmere and Stickmarsh?
Thomas Woodring said the second navigational, whatever that word is, canal below the enhanced area, no fishing in it. It's clearly labeled with signs.
Correct.
So,
if you guys are, again, this comes down, if you guys are fishing it and someone, you're fishing in a area that says it's clearly marked out with no fishing, and you submit fish in that area, those fish are going to be DQ'd. If someone sees you fishing in that area, one, be polite about it. Just say, hey, they might not know. Let them know, hey, just want to let you guys know, this is an area for no fishing. And there's a way to be polite about it. And for those anglers that might get called out and said, hey, be polite to those folks that are letting you know that area is not able to be fished. But if there's a sign there saying that it's off limits, don't fish it. Ryan is going to be judging our fish this tournament since he's not able to make it, so he'll be checking all of that, making sure that you guys are following all the proper techniques as far as it goes to submitting fish and in the right locations.
Now, specifically in regards to photos, obviously, just a reminder: no hands on the fish. Make sure identifiers clearly visible. If we can see an identifier and read the code, we're gonna count it. If your code is visible and we can see clearly it's the identifier card and it's kind of cut off, but we can see the code in there, you're good. But just make sure it's a clear photo with no hands on the fish, and we'll be good to go. And if there's anything questionable about the fish, like you guys all have probably heard before, like if one eye's super blurry, just go ahead and do a video release of that fish, so there's no doubt and we can see that fish swimming off. I mean, you can video every fish if you want, just in case it's a challenge. There's no doubts. I normally video every release of fish that I measure that I'm going to submit. So it's a good practice to get into. I think they did it at the national championship this year. They did it last year. And so it's good practice just in case any questions are asked. And I'm trying to think what else.
Blurry images. So I will have the option for you guys to submit low resolution pictures in case you have spotty service out there. A low resolution picture does not mean that it's blurry. If we can't assume that the tail is going over the 22-inch mark because of how blurry it is, even when we zoom in, we're not going to be able to make that be able to identify what the link is. So just make sure you're paying attention to that when it comes to the overall quality of the image. If it's blurry, just take 3 or 4 photos, and hopefully one of them isn't blurry, but definitely double check before you toss that fish back in the water.
Yeah, we got Jeremy said, where are you going to be tomorrow to pick up the ID cards? We're going to give those out Saturday, right? Not tomorrow.
So yeah, and if you see me tomorrow, I am going to be down at the Fellsmere Stickmarsh area fishing. Search me, or I'm on Facebook. Message me, say, hey, I'm here too as well. We can link up. I can give it to you, but just make sure that you write down the code. I'm not going to have the code then. So if you see me tomorrow, by all means, just shoot me a message. I'll be there. I'll hand them out to you.
Yeah. So going down, I forgot to mention it. We were on there walking down that levee to launch your kayak. I don't have an issue with you walking down the levee.
Be careful.
And yeah, just be careful during limited visibility. But I don't have an issue with walking down the levee with your kayak and launching further down. but obviously the same applies. You can't get in your kayak until 6:35.
Yeah. And Amy Brown, no tail pitching.
Yeah, adjust the tail and move your hand out of the photo.
So do we, Ryan, can you pull up actually here, I'll show you, I'll pull a picture up on my phone of what a quality picture would look
I haven't
like.
caught a quality fish in years, so I don't have any of those.
So I'll pull it up and I'll show you what I have, and you can.
I can share my screen if you want.
So I have it right here. So this right here is a picture.
Dang.
Oh, over here. Can y'all see that? Is it a blur?
Well,
I'll share it. Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
It's glaring.
Yeah, I have a glare. So we'll share our foot. But yeah, no tail pinching. Your hand cannot be on the fish.
That was a quick plug for your only feet fans.
Bro, they look nice. All right, Will Gresham, message me and we'll link up tomorrow, and I'll give you your stickers and your ID card. Amy, if you need some tips and tricks on how to get your fish no hands, just let us know. Plenty of folks out here will help you.
Can you see that?
No, Ryan needs to post it.
Add to the stream. Oh, sorry.
Chris Azari, you can launch at any time.
Bit?
Just make sure you check in
to
the boat launch. You're just not going to have the identifier card. So what I'll do, Chris, if anyone runs into a issue with the, not being at the tournament on time, what'll happen is I'll post a picture of my truck on our members only page. And I will leave a stack of cards, tournament identifier cards, on like my wheel well, and you guys can go there and you can grab it just in case someone does show up later or run into a situation.
Hey, just leave your truck unlocked. You'll be all right.
No, I'm not going to leave it unlocked, but I'll definitely leave it on my tailgate.
It's not letting me zoom in, but I think it's pretty clear. If you guys have any questions about the photos, by all means, come link up with me at the ramp, or any questions about the boundaries, come link up with me and I'll answer.
Yeah.
I'll be there fairly early, so just
we'll post it on our Facebook page too. We can put it on our Facebook page.
Yeah,
Buzz
I'll
wants to know
post
if
some
he can.
photos.
Buzz wants to know if he can walk down. Oh, sorry. You're good. Keep going.
Oh no, like I said, yeah, I'll post some bad photos I've taken, and I'll post some good photos I've taken, and what's going to cause you a penalty on length, and what's going to be DQ'd, and what's going to be acceptable. Like I'm fairly like lackadaisical when I'm taking my pictures, and they normally turn out pretty well. I ramp my board at an angle so that downward pressure kind of slides the fish into the bump and situate the tail. And it's really the little fish that I always have to worry about jumping around, but I'll kind of hold my hand on and let them calm down. And once they're ready, I just snap a few photos. And but for sure we'll post something as soon as we get off here. But how late can you launch if someone runs into an issue getting to the tournament? If you launch late, we're not gonna stop you from launching.
I'll have these on my tailgate with a code on them if you need it.
You'll have to come find us.
I'm gonna come take them all.
I'll drop you a pin to where I'm fishing. You can come get it. How bad is the South Canal as far as being clogged? I don't know. That's for some of you guys that have been fishing out there. I've read some reports of it's clogged in some spots, but I don't know personally.
And Buzz wants to know, can we walk down to the pump house? I assume on the levee. Or he said can't walk down to the pump house. I assume on the levee. I mean, if you want to, you can.
It's pretty far.
That's a long walk, but you could do it. But you can't put your kayak in the water until.
Yeah, I stated it earlier. That's why I'm allowing it. I said we're going to allow you guys to walk down the levee, so I'm going to stick to my word and let you guys walk down the levee.
Yeah.
But I personally not going to do it because my kayak's too heavy to be dragging that far.
That's a long walk.
But I put it out once that you guys are going to be allowed to, so I'll allow it. 2 clogs by Indian Mound, and before 13 ditch. Yeah, I think someone said make sure you bring a drag strap. You can navigate the South Canal. You may need to cut to the left and go through the orchards, but you can make it all the way on the South Canal.
And also, real quick, I'm sorry, guys. For the folks that won some of the giveaways or the raffles, even from Zachariah, I have all of your guys' stuff. I know I just sent out the stuff for the folks who won the reel and the rod. The only thing we do not have is the Van Hunks cooler at the moment. We're working with Van Hunks to see how we're going to get that out to you guys. We were planning on having them at our first event, but we have decided to not have Van Hunks at this event. We have something bigger down in the pipeline that we're going to be talking to you guys a little bit later on next week. That's going to be a much better opportunity for Van Hunks to play a part in. So we're going to have them show up to that, but also we are going to do a FKBT family day where they are going to come out and we're going to grill out, get to know everyone, fish for fun, and then just kind of hang out and have fun. But yeah, I will have your guys's your winnings. Just come see me at the end of the event, please. Come to the post tournament wrap up, and I will hand out all of your goodies.
Ooh.
Sorry,
you got some goodies for me?
I do. I'll give them to Sean.
Oh man, that means I get to see Sean on Saturday too.
Yeah, like I said, like you guys can come ask me anything. If you don't know how to use Fishing Chaos, I'll give you a quick tutorial. There's tutorials out there, but I can give you a quick rundown at the water. Me and Bailey will probably wait until everybody's out of there and launched, and then launch ourselves, just so we can answer any questions.
Don't take my spot.
Yeah, true. If you don't have my phone number, I'll have both my phones out there. So I posted them on the members only page. So if you guys have any issues on the water, any questions about photos or any issues you're coming up with, just give me a call or Bailey will call. I'll answer to 919 most of the time, but I have two phones. So the 786, if I don't answer the first one, I'll answer the other one.
Yeah. I don't want to sound like a jerk, but guys, try not to call me early in the morning. I'll be sleeping.
Yeah. And Ryan will reach out to you directly if he has a photo issue or submission issue. He'll reach out to you directly and be like,
we have everybody's phone number and all that stuff. So if I have an issue, I'll call you.
So Scott asked, how early can we arrive at the Stick Marsh ramp, and is there a time restriction like Headwaters ramp?
We haven't had issues. We've went out there probably 2 or 3 times in the last few months, and we've been out there.
I've been out there like 5:05, and you're good there. I would caution, do not utilize the latrine, the bathroom at that area. So
go before you get there.
Go before you get there, or bring some dude wipes or something. But yes, you might get a tetanus shot after. You need a tetanus shot after that. There are lights in that parking lot for you to be able to stage your kayak and stuff. Just be mindful, right? So if there's not a lot of room for you to kind of stage your kayak on the bank there. So don't block the boat ramp if there's boats trying to get in the water.
And preferably, if you have a trailer, you can park in the spots. If you don't have a trailer, try and park over in the grassy area.
Yes.
For some of you guys have been out there in the past for tournaments, we've asked to leave the spots open for the trailers. If you don't have a trailer, like I said, there's a little grass parking lot over there. I'll be parking my truck over there because I'm putting my kayak in the bed of my truck tomorrow. So you'll see my big white F-150. I don't know if it's big, but it's a white F-150 with the orange Old Town on it, probably.
Yeah. What other questions? What else do we need to cover? I know we said we didn't want to make this that long of a meeting. So is there any other questions that you guys have? Something that we didn't mention?
Oh no! Did we say the code? The code tomorrow will be posted at 8.
Yes. So I have the code that's going to be posted at 8:00. Again, I'm going to be writing the code down on most of all of your ID cards unless I see you tomorrow. if you want to come out to Fellsmere or Stickmarsh tomorrow, and I'm there, by all means, I'll give you your stuff just so that you don't have to worry about it in the morning time frame. But just make sure that you write down the right code and you don't lose it between then and the time I give it to you in the start time of the tournament.
That would be $2.
Yeah, $2 an ID card. And no, I'm not going to sell extras until we get the majority of all the anglers to have one. Again, I do want to give a quick shout out to Sticky Fish. If you guys are wanting any sort of apparel from our Florida Kayak Bass Trail apparel, there's a link on our members only page to where you can go and you can purchase your Sticky Fish FKBT apparel. And Todd, we do have hats. They're not on their way. Todd is still getting those situated and worked out to make sure that he's giving us the best overall quality of a hat. So we still orders placed. They're working on them. We'll keep you updated. But yeah, that's a quick update on that for those of you that are wondering where the hats may be. But go out and buy you some apparel. Start representing our club, our brand, and it'll help us out when it comes to getting more folks to join the club.
This yellow's bright.
Yeah. So, Sean, did I miss anything, man?
No, I think that's it. Really, I mean, the only big question about like the rules I've heard in the past like month or two was fishing in proximity of other anglers is a subject that's came up. Obviously, I think the rules say what, 50 yards?
Yes, 50 yards.
But here's the thing: like, don't roll up on. It's like if I roll up on Bailey because I see him catch a giant and start casting right over the front of his kayak, that's not very good sportsmanship. Stay off other fellow anglers. Now, if Bailey's just like, hey, Spears, you can come over here and fish a spot in close proximity. If you guys are both good on it, and as long as you're not like landing each other's fish that's not allowed, you got to catch and photo your own fish. If you, like we said, we talked about assisting other anglers. If I drop my catch board in the water, but I still have my phone, Bailey can give me his catch board. I put it in my kayak, take the photo in my kayak, and submit that fish and give him back his board. We're fine with that.
Yeah.
When you take a photo, is it through your phone camera or you need to go? So you can do either. You can do either. So I can go in the Fishing Chaos and go submit catch, snap photo through the Fishing Chaos app, or as long as your location, everything's turned on, you just press the camera button on your home screen, snap the photo, and make sure your photo's good, toss the fish back in the water, then go back in your Fishing Chaos app and submit the photos from your camera roll.
Yeah. So real quick, if you're going to use your phone and not do it through the Fishing Chaos app, which is fine, make sure your location service is turned on. What I mean by that is if you take your picture, and I have an iPhone, if you take your picture of your fish like I have right here, all you got to do is hit the little I button on your fish, and it should show you a map of where your fish is. So if you take a picture of a fish on your phone and you go click that little icon, the little eye icon, it should show you a picture of the fish where you caught it right there. Don't be looking. I'm just kidding.
We all know where that is, bro. That looks like a butterfly.
So, yes. And then I did have a question, Sean, not a question. Someone mentioned waivers, liability waivers. So I appreciate everyone signing those liability waivers that had come through. I do want to let you guys know. I talked to Chad, since we're being an ambassador club to him, or to the KBF, what his requirement it is for us as an ambassador club underneath their insurance. Yes, we are underneath the KBF insurance. I have their I have their insurance form that they gave me from NADA, which is their insurance company that pretty much covers all of us. I have that on file for our club, but that liability waiver is going to change. I talked to Chad. the front portion of that was the COVID-19 pandemic portion.
Mhm.
No, since that is no longer a pandemic, they are no longer requiring us as anglers or clubs for you guys to sign off on that. We're going to use it for this event. Chad is working with his team to provide us with a more up to a newer version, a revised version of that. I will be pushing that back out to you guys once we get it. We will forward that out to you guys so you guys can sign it. It's going to be left on file. And now it brings up another point: W-9s. We are going to be bringing paper W-9s to this first event. We're working with a CPA, or I'm working with a CPA right now in QuickBooks to get it to where we can input that data and it'll be done digitally. That's why you haven't gotten a W-9 from me, a digital one just yet. We're making sure we're getting everything, all of our I's dotted and our T's crossed before we send that out to you. So we're going to go the old school route in paper for our top 3 anglers to win in this first event. By the next event, we're going to be going digital. So just bear with us on this one. We're still trying to get everything set up on the business side of the league. Did that answer any questions? I know someone said about waivers, but yes, everyone is doing good. And yes, guys, I got about 100 waiver emails.
People
I
are
really
texting
did.
me. I'm getting them in Messenger.
Yes.
People are
So-
texting me.
Yes, so we are going through all of them. If you didn't get an email back from me, you're good. I just can't go through all of them. I have gone through all of them. I'm just trying to save them into a folder. But now that I know that we are going to be getting a new waiver, it's going to be a different process. We're going to have it, and we're going to have a Dropbox where it's going to be a link to where you can drop it in the Dropbox instead of sending it to me, to Ryan, or to Sean. If you get an email from me, from Florida Kayak Bass Trail at yahoo.com, make sure you guys are sending the waivers to that account and not to Ryan or to Sean. We send them to me because I'm the one putting them on in a folder, your fishing folder. So, or your individual fishing profile. So
Yeah, just to touch on this real quick. Sam Sedekis just said, send me an invite for the members only page. So if you have registered for our club, go to Facebook if you haven't already, and find our FKBT members only page and request an invite to that page. It's weird, so we can't send out requests, but you just have to request to join that page, and we'll accept you, and then that's where you'll get all up-to-date information, members only stuff, like all of our codes for our sponsors, all our deals that we get from all them will be on there, and then any important messages that we want to get out to you guys.
And also, we got a bunch more folks that signed up. We are going to be sending another list to 13 Fishing here soon to get you guys added to the 13 Fishing portal so you guys can use your.
We sent the last list. I think it was at 50. I think we were at like 56 people, I think, or something like that. I sent.
Yeah.
Sean, you can step in because I know you're the one who updated that. I think it was like 56 people or something like that. You're on mute. He's muted.
What is he?
Hey, you're on, Sean. You're on mute.
I have 55 on it,
55.
and I'll update it tonight and resend it.
Yeah. Yeah, we just didn't want they asked us in the beginning, like, hey, don't send us a list with 2 guys on it or 2 anglers. So we're trying to do it like, we want everyone to get the discount. So we're trying to do it pretty quick. So we got another what do you say, 15? Another 15 people. So we'll send it.
Yeah.
Probably send it out Monday. I don't think they're there this weekend. So it'll be better to send it Monday morning. Right when they get there, they'll open it and add you guys to it.
And Tyler, I'm sending you the waiver right now. If you guys haven't gotten the waiver, and Tyler, it's also for those of you for future references, it's going to be saved on our members only page
Under files.
These files. All of our other forms will be there. That's where I'll put the W-9 whenever it becomes digital. It'll be there for you guys to access. And then I'll put the link to the Dropbox there as well, so you can drop it in there for submission. What other questions do you guys have? We want to keep this under an hour.
We busted our goal by 25 minutes.
But I mean, we need to answer questions.
Yeah, I
At the
know.
end of the day.
Kenneth just said he got his 13 efficient account today, and the discounts are sick. Kenneth, don't go crazy. Don't spend all your money, but they are a nice discount. So that's nice. He was part of that the 55, so that's nice.
Awesome. Yeah. Any other questions? Last minute questions.
What beta are you using?
You already know. Yeah, I ain't telling you.
The Twisted Sister. Can you send me the waiver too? Sam said in case. Yeah, we'll make sure you get it.
Sam, I just added you to the members page. Go under files on that members only page, and it's right there on the top where it says files. You'll be able to get it.
Hey, Curtis, man, don't worry about the wind. The wind is good for fishing. It's going to push the fish up along the bank.
What's the wind supposed to be like this weekend?
I heard it's supposed to get windy this week.
Bro,
this weekend.
I'm loving that. That's going to be good. I'm going to be out there with my live scope just sniping bass.
Yeah, my best day on Fellsmere was when it was blowing like 30.
Yeah, I'm not lying to you.
Remember that tournament? Good. It was blowing 30 and all of our batteries died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that 25. Horrible.
That brings a good point. If your battery dies, bring a rope. Bring a rope with you so we can tow you back.
After lines out.
After lines out. There are gators in there, so it's going to be fun.
There is? Oh, good luck.
All right.
I've never been.
All right, yep.
I'll see you guys. I'll be up there tomorrow some point, linking up with Bailey. You may see us out on the water.
Yeah. If you see us out on the water, don't come by and say hi. No, I'm just kidding. Come by and say hi.
Everybody traveling to the event, just drive safe. If you're traveling tomorrow, drive safe. Don't rush. Saturday, be careful driving. Everybody's safe on the water. I hope I'm judging a lot of fish. So.
And if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, you have my phone number on the Fishing Chaos tournament questions. There's a little icon. Click it. It has my number. Facebook, cell phone, email, phone call, FaceTime, whatever it is. Give me a call. Give Sean a call. Don't mess with Ryan. He probably will be messing around with his snakes or his kids, one of the two. But you got our numbers. Call us. Again, we're going to be competing with you guys, right? So we're going to be on the water competing with you. So Sean and I are not going to be judging fish, just so you know. Last case scenario, if we need to get it at the end after lines are out and we need to get through quite a bit of fish, yes, we'll hop on and we will we'll judge. We're still
You're going to assist me?
Well, if we need to. But like we said earlier in the year, we are still going to try to get Amanda on board to judge our events. We're just waiting to get back from her or hear back from her. But as of right now, Ryan and Chris Clutter aren't able to participate in these events, so they're going to be the ones that are going to help out on the judging. It just makes the most sense. And we do have anglers that have reached out to us when we first started the trail. We have a list of those. If we need their help, we will extend that out to them as well. Just because they're not fishing the events and they want to help out the club. So
yeah, and just for transparency, we'll grab one of the reps up if for whatever reason me and Bailey are out there judging fish, just because we need to. We'll grab one of the angler representatives for you guys and we'll bring them over there for transparency.
Yeah, we're not going to be judging fish secretly by any means, no. And that's last case scenario. If we just need, if it's like an hour and a half after lines are out and Ryan is still going through fish, we'll have 2-3 of the angler committee folks over there watch. I mean, there's no
no funny.
And we're not going to judge our own fish either. So
you guys want to give a little shout out before you go?
Shout out to Yak Attack. Those guys were awesome at the national championship in Rogue Fishing. Can't thank them enough for their support. They really love and Kayak Cushion. They all love this ambassador series, the getting down into your hometowns, your local clubs. So Yak Attack, Rogue Fishing. Rogue Fishing is coming out with some awesome new tethers and hats. Ooh. If you don't know about that, you need to go onto their website on Rogue Fishing, and they got like 3 new hats that are coming out. I'm about to buy one of each. They're sick.
Tethers all over it, so you can tether all your stuff to your hat.
Yeah, you just got it all tethered here. But no, yeah, and Kayak Cushion, amazing. If you guys don't have a Kayak Cushion and you want to know what they feel like, come sit on my kayak.
Are you even fishing?
You ain't fishing.
If you ain't got a cushion, you ain't even fishing.
Hey, Kayak Cushions are where it's at. The gentleman who does it by himself. He's an amazing guy, super supportive of us. He's actually got a kayak cushion designed for our club. I'm going to buy one, and we're going to raffle that off. He's going to give us one for free, and we're going to raffle that one off to a lucky member of our club. But it's going to be sick. Like, go out and support him. After we get 10, he gives us a free one. So,
real quick, if your yak is registered, have the registration on the kayak. If you have a motor, send me a photo of your registration, please. If you haven't,
yes,
but yeah.
And Nathaniel, don't forget PFDs, safety lights and flags, and your kayak seat. Don't forget those. Yes, your whistles, your license, your fishing license. FWC does go out to those lakes. I can't tell you how many times I've been out at that boat ramp and FWC does a little drive-by. Seeing us out there, all of us out there, for a fact he's going to stop. He or she is going to stop by and start asking some of you guys questions. So make sure you have your registration, you have your whistle, you have all of your mandatory safety requirements on your vessel, including your PFD.
Yeah, Chris, you'll have Chris's PFD, right? That he won. He won a PFD, right?
Who?
Chris. Oh no, he's talking about his kayak cushion. Sorry, Chris Arazi.
Yeah, I have his kayak cushion. Yeah. It's in my front seat. I got it.
He wants it before the tournament. He said.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I can give it to you before the tournament, Chris. I'm going to be at the Stick Marsh boat ramp. Come see me. I'll give it to you before the boat.
Sean, quick shout out.
I'd like to shout out to my wife who's waiting patiently for me right here off to the right. No, but she is waiting patiently because I got to go buy some stuff for Saturday. But yeah, shout out to the sponsors. Cool Printing did a great job on everything. Like everything turned out great. The identifiers are awesome. So
the banners.
Yeah, I rant and rave about the kayak cushion. Bailey beat it up pretty good, but kayak cushion's money.
2 kayak cushions.
But yeah, that's about it for me. I got to go. She's starting to get
all right.
mad.
Well, I'll give a quick shout out. I'm gonna shout out to you two for all the hard work you guys have been doing. I know there's a lot of back end stuff. Also, Chris Clutter, he's been very busy. He is doing stuff behind the scenes. I know you guys haven't seen him for a while. He just got a promotion at work, so he's now a sergeant. So congrats to him. I know he's been super busy. He's kind of bummed he hasn't been involved, but we all understand. So he'll be here soon. You'll see his mug soon. So yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to you guys. Thanks for jumping on board with me and helping me. And we're at our first event, so it's starting off awesome. So thank you guys.
Yeah.
All right, we out.
Ladies and gentlemen, good night.
Tight lines. We'll see you Saturday.